If you're planning a trip to Madrid, in this video we share 15 things to know before visiting. These are real tips from locals like ourselves to help you have a better trip. And even if you've been to Madrid before, we think you'll learn at least one helpful thing to make your visit even better. Let's get right into it. The best time to visit Madrid is spring and autumn. The second best is winter, and in our opinion, the worst is summer. Here's a breakdown of why we think this is. Spring is the perfect time to visit Madrid. The weather is great, mostly sunny days that aren't too hot, though you should be prepared for the possibility of rain. The parks are full of pink and white almond blossoms. You can experience San Isidro, which is a traditional festival in Madrid to honor the patron saint, with parades, dancing, and food celebrated every year from May the 3rd to the 15th. Spring is just the perfect time to sit on a terrace with a tinto de verano, red wine mixed with lemon soda. It's so delicious and refreshing. Just keep in mind, it's a popular time to visit, so expect crowds. Autumn is another great time to visit, especially if you prefer cooler but still mild weather. The city is covered in orange and brown autumn leaves, perfect for an aesthetic stroll. It's also a great time to stop by San Ginés, a popular place to get churros and chocolate. Plus, you can attend Madrid's Jazz Festival, scattered around different stages all over Madrid. Although flight and accommodation prices go up, December is still a wonderful time to visit because Christmas in Madrid is magical and quite underrated in our opinion. We have a whole video on Christmas in Madrid, so definitely go check that out after this. Just keep in mind that Madrid gets really cold in the winter, so pack warm layers. While snow in the center is very rare, it can happen, but you can easily take a day trip to the mountains to see snow by car or public transport. The best snowy day trips in our opinion are Navacerrada and Cercedilla, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Finally, we don't recommend coming in the summer unless you love plus 40 degrees Celsius weather. The air feels extremely hot and heavy that you just can't escape from. Even at night, it doesn't cool down. On the plus side, there aren't many crowds since most locals leave the city to vacation or spend the summer in their pueblo, which is their family's hometown. If you love festivals and concerts, this might actually be the best time for you to visit, since there are many, especially in July. Now, about flight and accommodation prices, the cheapest time to visit Madrid is typically during the low season, which runs from mid-November to mid-March. Of course, excluding holidays like Christmas and New Year's, the absolute cheapest months are January and February, and the most expensive times are late spring to early summer and September to early October. We made a free Madrid travel guide with all our favorite places, restaurants, rooftop bars, top things to see, foods to try, and so much more. It's fully hyperlinked, so just click on the place and it will take you straight to Google Maps. You can download it in the description and use it to plan your trip or when you're out exploring the city. Outside of summer, Madrid's weather can be all over the place, especially in fall and spring. You might be in a t-shirt during the day and freezing by sunset. So our advice, pack layers. It can rain, but there's no need to waste space packing an umbrella. Just buy a cheap one at any souvenir store in the city if necessary. And speaking of what to wear, people in Madrid dress quite well. Locals tend to look polished, especially in the evenings. Smart casual is a safe bet. Avoid things like taxis, car rentals, or ride shares. These options can really add up and most of the time just aren't worth it. Madrid is super walkable and its public transport system is reliable, affordable, and very easy to use. There are even free ways to get around. For example, bus 001 is completely free and stops at major tourist spots running from Atocha to the iconic Gran Via or Paseo del Prado, home to the famous Prado Museum. It runs from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. and comes every 7 to 8 minutes on weekdays. Madrid also has city bikes, electric scooters, and a clean, efficient subway and train network. We break it all down in our Madrid Transport Guide video, including a budget-friendly rideshare option you might not know about, so definitely check that out after this. Easiest and most budget-friendly option is taking line 8 on the metro. There are 2 stops at the airport depending on which terminal you arrive at. The stop here, Barajas, is actually just a neighborhood by the airport and isn't useful to you. From there, line 8 will take you to Nuevos Ministerios, which connects to 3 other lines. Depending on where you're staying, you can either get off at the first connecting stop, Mar de Cristal, on the brown line, or the second one, Colombia, on the dark purple line. Another easy and budget-friendly option is the bus. The simplest choice is to hop on a bus directly from the terminal where your flight lands straight into the city center, like the 203 line or the Airport Express bus. This one runs 24/7 and connects the airport to key spots in central Madrid, like O'Donnell, Cibeles, and Atocha. Just heads up, if you're arriving late at night between 11:30 p.m. and 6 a.m., the bus skips the Atocha stop. A bus ticket to the city center costs €5. Now, if you have a lot of luggage, the metro or the bus might be a nightmare, especially the metro because of all the stairs and connections. In that case, you might want to consider taking a taxi or an Uber. Taxis have a flat rate of €33, which you can pay by card in all taxis. But different rideshare companies sometimes offer discounts, so it's worth checking both options first. The last option is the Cercanías Renfe trains, but keep in mind they only leave from Terminal 4. Definitely consider booking the Madrid Pass online before your visit. It includes entry to either the Bernabeu Stadium or the Prado Museum, plus access to the Royal Palace or the Reina Sofia Museum. You'll also get tickets for the hop-on, hop-off bus tour, a flamenco show, a Madrid audio guide app, and a 10% discount on any other attraction. We've linked the website where you can book the pass in advance and check out all the benefits. Madrid feels super safe, and it is, but like any big city, you'll want to keep an eye on your stuff, especially in busy spots. Violent crime is rare, but pickpocketing can happen in crowded areas like Sol, Callao, Gran Via, and the metro. Line 1 is the busiest, especially during the morning rush and around 2 to 4 p.m. when everyone's heading home from work. Just keep your valuables close and stay aware, and you'll be totally fine. We highly recommend staying on the metro line for convenience. A lot of tourists, especially budget travelers, don't consider this, assuming that staying further from the city will save them money. But it's not that simple. While accommodation prices might be lower, you'll likely spend more on transport getting to the main attractions in the city center, and it takes longer, meaning you'll lose valuable time. Fortunately, there are plenty of neighborhoods in the more suburban areas of Madrid with lower prices that are still in the metro line. We've suggested some great hotels for all budgets in the blog post linked in the description, and be sure to check out this video too, where we share a hack for finding the best accommodation in your price range. Madrileños eat late, like really late compared to what most of us are used to. Lunch kicks off around 2 p.m. and dinner, you're looking at 9:30 to 10 p.m. That's when the vibe really comes alive. If you show up at a restaurant at 7 thinking you're being early and smart, nope. It might be technically open, but you'll probably be the only one there. We've done it, and it's a super awkward experience. Most kitchens don't even reopen for dinner until around 8 p.m., so definitely plan around that. Also, between lunch and dinner, a lot of places stay open, but the kitchen shuts down. You might be able to grab a drink or a snack, but most of the menu items are unavailable. Pro tip, if there's a place you really want to try, make a reservation in advance. Tables fill up super fast. Most local spots in Madrid offer what's called a menú del día, and honestly, it's one of the best food hacks in Spain. It's basically a set lunch menu where you get a starter, a main, dessert or coffee, plus bread and a drink, all for about the same price you'd normally pay for just one main and a drink. We've linked a short we made with our best tip for finding great restaurants in Madrid that fit your budget. If you are traveling on a budget, make lunch your main meal of the day with a menú del día, and then in the evening, hit up a rooftop bar for a drink and a couple of tapas. Madrid has tons of amazing ones with views of the city. One of our favorite tricks when eating out somewhere fancy is to go with a group and share a couple of starters and a main or two. It ends up being way more affordable, and you still get to try a bunch of different dishes without spending a ton of money. There's no need to skip out on more luxury experiences just because you're on a budget. It's all about how you do it. Tipping in Madrid isn't mandatory. A small tip is appreciated, but not expected. Like most countries in Europe, service charges are included in the worker's salary. Round up the bill or leave 1 to 5 euros if the service was exceptionally good. If you're short on time in Madrid, you can still see all the main highlights in just 1 or 2 days. Just make sure to wear comfy shoes. In our 24 Hours in Madrid video, we show how to hit up all the major spots in just a few hours, so be sure to check it out after this video. What many people don't realize about Madrid is that you can easily and super affordably take day trips to nearby medieval towns like Toledo, or even head to the mountains in Navacerrada to see the snow in winter, as we mentioned before. We cover some of the best and easiest day trips from Madrid in our Madrid on a Budget video, where we share details about each place and exactly how to get there. We also cover this in the free travel guide. The pace is slower here, even though it's a city. People in Spain like to take their time. It's totally normal to sit back, relax, and really enjoy your meal. This is called sobremesa. Sobremesa in Spain is the time after a meal when everybody stays at the table talking and relaxing. No one rushes off. It's all about enjoying the moment together, usually over a coffee. Don't expect the waiters to bring the bill unless you ask. They usually assume you're still enjoying your time. This is one of the reasons we suggest booking a table in advance, because if you don't, there's no knowing how long you'll wait for a table. Tap water in Madrid is totally safe to drink. In fact, they have some of the best tap water in Europe. That's why we highly suggest bringing a reusable bottle. We've linked a travel-friendly foldable water bottle in the description, along with the one that we use that filters the water if you want to be extra safe. At restaurants, if you're thirsty, just ask for un vaso de agua, which is a glass of water, and they'll bring you a glass of tap water free of charge. If you're coming from outside of Europe, don't waste your money converting to euros. You can pay with card almost everywhere. The only places you might need cash are at some flea markets, but even those are slowly becoming more card-friendly. To avoid conversion fees when you're using your foreign card, we suggest ordering a digital or physical travel card from Revolut. It eliminates the extra charges that banks, ATMs, and credit cards usually add. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out this video next to find out our top tips for traveling in Madrid on a budget. Safe travels!